Hello and welcome to biology class. Now in this video lecture we are going to discuss about the nephron, and it is the functional unit of kidney. The main function of the kidney is to produce urine or to filter the waste material from the blood, and that function individually performed by each nephron of the kidney. And each kidney has about 1 million nephron. 1 million nephron. So we will discuss the structure of nephron, and also we will discuss the types of nephron. So nephron consists of two main regions. There are two parts of nephron. The first part is which is made up of a tuft of capillary, which is known as glomerulus, and the other or the second part is the renal tubule, which is the tubular. So these two structures together make the structure of kidney. Structure of nephron. So structure of nephron consists of the primary, which is a cup-shaped structure, and this cup-shaped structure is known as the Bowman's capsule. It is the Bowman's capsule. And Bowman's capsule forward towards the forwarded and to form a coiling. This coiling again run downward direction. So this tubular part or the extension of the Bowman's capsule, which becomes highly coiled, it is known as PCT or proximal convoluted tubules, and then it runs downward into a thin tubular structure, and that thin tubular structure again becomes wide, and these two tubular structure, that is hairpin-like structure, hairpin-like or loop-like structure, it is known as Henry's loop. So of the Henry's loop, it is the descending limb, and this one is the ascending limb of loop of Henle. So ascending loop is wider, while the descending limb is the narrower, and this ascending limb again becomes converted into the coiled tubular structure, and this coiled tubular structure, it is known as distal convoluted tubules, and it open this coiled tubular structure is known as DCT or distal convoluted tubules. and DCT opens into a duct which is known as collecting duct. Collecting duct. Now, the another structure was also wrapped around the structure of nephron in form of capillary. So, capillary form with the help of artery, and artery which collect blood or which continue the blood supply to the nephron is known as renal artery, and renal artery becomes renal artery make a number of branches, each branches enter into each nephron. So the branch of renal artery which enter into the nephron, it is known as afferent arteriole. Afferent arteriole supplying blood to each nephron, and it becomes converted into the a tuft of capillary, and this tuft of capillary which is known as glomerulus. The tuft of capillary form inside the Bowman's capsule, and this tuft of capillary is known as the glomerulus. While the blood or the artery which comes out from the Bowman's capsule, it is known as the efferent artery. Efferent arteriole. It means the artery which carry blood towards the Bowman's capsule known as afferent arteriole, while the artery which carry blood away from the Bowman's capsule or away from the glomerulus is known as efferent arteriole. Then this efferent arteriole again make the coiling around the tubular part of the nephron, and this coiling around the tubular part of nephron is known as this network of capillary around the PCT, proximal convoluted tubule, along with the DCT. It also makes the coiling around the DCT, and this coiling around the DCT and PCT it is known as the peritubular capillary. Peritubular capillary. And this capillary also runs towards the parallel run parallel to the loop of Henle, and the capillary which run parallel to the loop of Henle, it is known as the vasa recta. So here in the diagram we have easily observed that there are three kinds of capillary formed in the nephron. The first kind of capillary in the form of glomerulus, the second in the form of peritubular capillary, while the third, which is known as vasa recta, which is along and parallel to the loop of Henle. So these structure together form the structure of nephron. So in the nephron, the function performed by each part as the afferent arteriole supply blood to the glomerulus, and from the glomerulus the waste material filtered into the Bowman's capsule, and this filter in the Bowman's capsule is known as the glomerular filtrate, and the Bowman's capsule along with the glomerulus it is known as Malpighian body. Or renal body. So again, after filtration of the filtrate runs to the PCT, and around the PCT, the network of blood capillary ensured the process of reabsorption. Then it runs into the loop of Henle, and then to the DCT, and then into the collecting duct, and from the collecting duct the filtrate transferred to the pelvis region. From the pelvises of each medullary pyramid, and from the pelvis it becomes transferred to the ureter, and ureter collected into the urinary bladder. Now the types of nephron, we also discuss about types of nephron. So nephron can be divided into two regions. Most of the we can here differentiate the parts of the nephron, especially the Malpighian body along with PCD and DCT. They exist in cortex region. This is the cortex region. From the dotted line, or above from the dotted line, this represents the cortex region, while below the dotted line, this portion is known as, or this portion indicate medulla region. So in the nephron, the Malpighian body along with PCT and DCT exist in cortical region, while the loop of Henle extend in the medulla region. So on that basis, the nephron is divided into two categories. The first is the kind of nephron in which the Henle's loop is too short or too reduced. So a little amount of nephron extending medulla, but most of the part exists in cortex region. So that kind of nephron is known as cortical nephron. So cortical nephron in which the loop of Henle is very small. The second type of nephron in which the loop of Henle extend longer in size and extend into medulla region, and that kind of nephron is known as juxta medullary nephron. So in this way, nephron can be divided into two types: cortical nephron and juxtamedullary nephron. And this is the difference between these two on the basis of position, while they also differentiate on the basis of vasa recta. In the case of cortical nephron, vasa recta is absent, while in the case of juxtamedullary nephron only vasa recta is present. Because in cortical nephron the loop of Henle is too short or too reduced, so in that case vasa recta becomes not produced, while in the case of juxtamedullary nephron only the vasa recta appears. And this vasa recta again collectively opens into the renal vein. So this is all about the structure of nephron, which is the functional unit of the kidney.